So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
It's not our fault that Justin Bieber got by Diddy.
It's not our fault that Usher didn't want to get by Diddy anymore.
It
is not our fault that Usher didn't want to get by Diddy no more.
At the time, I didn't know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations.
But listen, do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He ghosting. This motherfucker doing. Stay sweet now, cause I'm in here. It's all good. You about to get out on bail. No. Hey, yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie. Alright, Bob. Crazy right now. Everybody out there quiet as motherfucker. Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have them laugh. What about all these lawsuits though, Pop? None of them G shit. I ain't worth nothing. In my name anyway.
Surprising turn of events, Jaguar Wright has issued a bold warning to Will Smith following the leak of tapes implicating seeing Diddy Combs in a series of controversial activities. The fallout from these recordings has rocked the entertainment industry, leaving many to wonder just how far Diddy's secrets go. However, Jaguar's warning isn't just about pointing fingers at Diddy. She suggests that his time in the limelight might be coming to an end, and that Will Smith could soon face repercussions as well. Jaguar draws attention to Will's past ties to Diddy, specifically his attendance at the music mogul's infamous parties, which have long been the subject of speculation. With the recent revelations, she hints that Will may soon find himself tangled in a similar web of controversy. Her message seems to imply that past associations may not stay buried, particularly when the stakes are this high. Diddy and Will Smith's connection goes back a long way. Their relationship has been under the microscope ever since some shocking claims from an old interview with Diddy resurfaced. People are now questioning whether the two are truly just friends. Diddy, who is currently facing serious allegations including trafficking, racketeering, and transportation, has denied the accusations. Despite this, it is clear that Diddy and Will have shared a bond for decades. The two rose to fame around the same time in the late 90s and early 2000s, often seen together at various events, partying, and speaking about each other in interviews. Their connection goes beyond mere acquaintanceship. In 2003, they were photographed together with boxing legend Muhammad Ali at a book launch for Ali's autobiography. A few years later, in 2008, they were seen again with Will's son Jaden, Diddy's son Christian Combs, and actor Tyrese Gibson at a Columbia Pictures premiere. One of the most talked about moments in their history occurred in 2004, when Will Smith attended one of Diddy's infamous parties in Miami. This event, known for its extravagance, featured a buffet served off the chest of a woman, among other outlandish displays. While the spectacle raised eyebrows, attendees including Diana Ross, Bruce Willis, and Owen Wilson seemed unfazed. Diddy's parties were known for pushing boundaries and embracing opulence, making them the stuff of legend. With the recent resurfacing of these past events, many are once again examining the nature of Will and Diddy's relationship. As the entertainment world deals with the allegations against Diddy, these glimpses into their shared past remind fans of the glamorous yet controversial world that Diddy has created. Will's attendance at such an event speaks to a long-standing connection to Diddy, but with the current drama unfolding, fans are left wondering how this friendship might be affected. Interestingly, Will and Diddy have always appeared to be on good terms. Diddy even came to Will's defense during the fallout from the infamous 2022 Oscars incident when Will slapped Chris Rock in response to a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. When Diddy took the stage to introduce a tribute to the Godfather trilogy's 50th anniversary, he lightened the mood by acknowledging the drama and trying to put a positive spin on the situation.
I did not know that this year was going to be the most exciting Oscars ever. Okay, Will and Chris, we're gonna solve that like family at the gold party, okay? But right now we're moving on with love. Everybody make some noise.
Diddy's comments during the Oscars incident served not only to alleviate some of the tension in the room, but also emphasize the camaraderie between him and Will Smith. Diddy's attempt to ease the atmosphere underscored his loyalty as a friend, reinforcing the notion that, despite the ups and downs, their bond remains intact. As the fallout from the incident continues to reverberate throughout Hollywood, it's clear that Diddy has been a supportive figure for Will in more ways than one. However, their relationship hasn't been without its issues. Jem Deal has openly discussed tensions surrounding Diddy, offering insight into the complexities of their dynamic.
I had a certain feeling, and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital.
In a revealing interview, Jem Deal, the former bodyguard of scene Diddy Combs, shared a fascinating story about a near altercation between Diddy and Will Smith. The tension reportedly arose from Diddy's past relationship with Jennifer Lopez, who had been a significant figure in both men's lives at different times. This connection to Lopez created a complex situation, fueling the friction between the two high-profile stars.
He's such a narcissistic that he couldn't stand not being somewhere and not being seen. His whole life, his whole career was about him being seen in the public. It was about him, taking everybody else's dreams and making them his.
The incident occurred in 2000 during a birthday party thrown by Ben Affleck, which attracted a star-studded guest list. Jem Deal, the former bodyguard of scene Diddy Combs, recounted how the atmosphere became charged with tension as Diddy and Will Smith nearly came to blows over their connections to Jennifer Lopez. This brief brush with conflict highlights the complex dynamics that often unfold in Hollywood, where personal relationships and rivalries intersect in unexpected ways. That night, the guest list included some major names: Will Smith, his wife Jada Pinkett Smith, Diddy, Jennifer Lopez, and Ben Affleck. According to Deal, things grew tense because Diddy suspected that Will and Jada were attempting to win over Lopez and get closer to her. Deal described sensing Diddy's unease, noting, "I could tell when Diddy was nervous. At one point, he stood up, and from his movements, I could tell something was off." With such high-profile personalities in the room and underlying tensions swirling, the atmosphere must have been electric. This moment serves as a striking reminder of how complicated relationships can get in the world of fame, where emotions and rivalries often collide.
I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close, because I'm going to snuff him. I said to myself, Will Smith gonna beat the shit out of you. I stay if he snuffed Will, I could move slow enough that Will could probably get 2 or 3 punches back in.
The funny twist in this whole story is that Diddy suspected the wrong person. Despite all the tension involving Jennifer Lopez, she later began a relationship with Ben Affleck, who was actually sitting at the same table that night. Over the years, this incident has resurfaced multiple times, with many people taking notice. In 2023, an interview came to light that reignited the rumors surrounding Will Smith, his wife Jada Pinkett Smith, and Diddy, bringing attention back to this awkward moment. In a 2023 interview on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Diddy was asked some personal questions about his relationship with Will, particularly during the time when he was dating Jennifer Lopez. Kimmel referenced a claim made by a former security guard of Diddy, which added fuel to the speculation about their past.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Diddy then made a face at the host before calling the show crazy and firmly denying the rumor, confirming that there was absolutely no truth to it. He laughed off the speculation, making it clear that any tension or stories surrounding him and Will Smith were simply not accurate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A recent online clip has sparked attention, showing Diddy's reaction to a question about his ex-security guard John Deal's alleged stories. In the clip, Diddy looked visibly uncomfortable, distancing himself from the rumor. This has led fans and the media to dig deeper into the complex relationship between Diddy and Will Smith, with some hinting at unresolved issues between the two. The resurfacing of past tensions, particularly surrounding their shared history with Jennifer Lopez, suggests that their bond goes beyond just friendship and may involve jealousy or rivalry. As Diddy faces serious legal troubles, including charges of trafficking, racketeering, and conspiracy, many are revisiting past criticisms, particularly from Jaguar Wright. She has long claimed that Diddy was involved in shady dealings, and with the current charges against him, her warnings seem to be gaining attention. Jaguar is now focusing on Will Smith, urging him to address his past connections, as the fallout from Diddy's legal issues could potentially impact him too. She warns that any revelations about Will could spell serious trouble, pointing to the messy nature of Hollywood relationships and the power of social media in spreading information. With all this unfolding drama, Will Smith might be facing more than just the aftermath of the Oscars incident. If more details about his past come to light, it could paint a much more complicated picture. As the situation continues, fans are left wondering what lies ahead for both Diddy and Will Smith. What do you think? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Keep it real.
So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
It's not our fault that Justin Bieber got by Diddy.
It's not our fault that Usher didn't want to get by Diddy anymore. It is not our fault that Usher didn't want to get by Diddy no more.
At the time, I didn't know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations.
Not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'ma need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He ghosting. This mother doing. Hey, tweet now, cause I'm in here. It's all good. You about to get out of bail. No. Hey, yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. These motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie. Alright, Bob. Crazy right now. Everybody out there fight as motherfucker. Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh. What about all these lawsuits though, Pop? None of them get shit. I ain't worth nothing in my name anyway.
If more details about his past come to light, it could paint a much more complicated picture. As the situation continues, fans are left wondering what lies ahead for both Diddy and Will Smith. What do you think? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Keep it real.